21 Pilots. I've probably only ever heard of one album from them a really long time ago. Other than that, it's mostly the hits that I know of. And seeing that I reviewed mostly group albums this week, I think it's fitting that we review another group album. And usually when I'm reviewing an artist for the first time on this channel, I try to start with their first ever album and work my way through. But seeing that I have no sort of expectations with this album, I think it's fine that we start with their 2024 LP, Clancy. And to all the big fans of Josh and Tyler, I think you should give me a break because this is a very raw and untainted review of this project. So let's discuss it track by track. Alright, so let's talk about production because that's the first thing that stood out to me. It's very high energy, it sounds really polished, the soundscape is incredibly unique, and the mixing here is good, unlike other albums. Lyrically, Tyler explores themes of identity and self-discovery while at the same time fighting this feeling of complying to societal norms. And round of applause to Josh. Listening to him on the drums makes me feel like I'm watching Whiplash. That brother is playing his ass off. But yeah, a very dynamic and eccentric opening track. Definitely a highlight for me. So Next Semester continues with similar pacing from the last track, but it's a bit stripped back as we also continue with similar themes. We sort of go through personal growth and nostalgia in this track, but Tyler's voice is what really takes the stage for me. It's also complemented by this acoustic backdrop that comes closer towards the end. I don't wanna backslide to where I've started from. Backslide is alright. I don't know, it just makes me feel uncomfortable. To me, it's about the fear of failure, of already reaching this far and having to go back, the anxiety of the uncertainty. I mean, it isn't the most thought-provoking song they've written about, but it's just done differently here. But I don't know, the feeling this song makes me feel, I don't like it. From research, I think this track is about them growing up in Columbus, Ohio, and the bittersweet nature of having to leave things behind. I would say it's a really emotional track, and you also see the effort that they put behind in their music videos. It's easy for a lot of fans to resonate with. It may not be that complex, but it's rich in nature. Writing about boredom is really hard, and it's evident here as you can sort of feel it throughout this track. Tyler's delivery here doesn't help either. Paired with the rhythm of this track and the melodies, it's a bit numbing, which is exactly what boredom feels like. It's just like you're alive and time just passes by. I don't know if I'm impressed or disappointed. So you know on the last track how I was talking about boredom and how it just feels like time is just passing by, and now we have a track about memories and the passage of time. It's like they were making fun of me, like they know I was gonna like complain about it and they still wrote this song just to like say fuck you, you know? This has to be the most cinematic and atmospheric track on this album. I really like it. It is one of the best songs in my opinion from this LP. And yeah, it's a standout track for me. The chorus of this song is great. The build up, the drums, the vocal inflections all come together really well. And visions fade like a vignette. You slowly start losing the bigger picture. I say, I hope I communicate the craving. I want to say something, and I understand the repercussions of what might happen, but I don't give a fuck. If someone had told me Ed Sheeran wrote this song, I would not be surprised. Even if Ed Sheeran performed this song, I would be like, yeah, this is like a typical Ed Sheeran track. This is basically Fight Club. And I just broke the first rule of Fight Club. Fuck! Materialism is bad. The pursuit of it is really meaningless and weird. Trying to find joy in it is also pretty weird. Also, consumerism, bad, very bad. Yeah, that's basically what this track is saying. Also, good job of tying the majority of lyrics here to a major retail store. the music video I'm referring to. Navigating has Josh working his ass off on those drums again. The themes are things we've heard already on this album. Not much to it. It's a good track. I really don't have much to say about this one. I don't know. The hook isn't the best in my opinion, but yeah. Snapback is about resilience, the determination to see your journey through the end, and bouncing back from partial failures. It's a really strong and powerful track, but you really don't need to shave your head. I mean, it's a personal choice, but to everyone else, you really don't need to. For every bald person that's alive, God cries. Take it from me. Why do you think I have this mask on? I'm balding. Anyway, Josh's drumming really adds to the development of this track and the overall cohesiveness of it. I like it. At the Risk of Feeling Dumb is a really good song title. I don't think I really ever compliment that. But as you can guess, it's about self-doubt and vulnerability. But here's where the problem lies. Like this song and the past few, it's a good song, but they're just a bit too similar. Like, you need to listen to these songs outside of the album to like appreciate them, because I could feel if it's a bit, monotonous. It's just the same old. From the themes to the melodies to the instrumental, it kind of blends and you can't distinguish what from what. They aren't really all that complex. I think if they were repositioned or rearranged, it wouldn't be that huge of a problem, but having them back to back, yeah, that's an issue. Alright, final track. It's fine. It's something that you've probably already heard of from them and performed in a way that you would typically expect. So let's talk about the album. It's a 6 or a 7 in my opinion, and here's why. On the second half of this album, we sort of plateau. The songs themselves aren't bad, but they just really don't complement each other. They sort of compound on each other's weakest points. I mean, the singing, the rapping, the instrumentation, they are all great, incredible, I might say, but the lyrical content and themes feel a bit limited. Now, what I should have done was listen to Trenchers, because it's very much connected to this album in more ways than one, from the character of Clancy to the beginning track's interpolation of Bandito. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly, I'm not sure. But this is not a Marvel fucking movie. I shouldn't have to listen to 12 albums to enjoy one song. However, I will get to it eventually. But those are my thoughts. You can let me know yours, whether you agree, disagree, anything at all. Links to the album will be in the description. Please form your own opinion. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Also, standout tracks, I forgot that. Overcompensate and Vignette. Yeah, those are my tracks. Yeah.